the All Indiana Podcast Network. This is AC's Conversations. AC's Conversations is about sports, music, TV, movies, and more.
Everything and more.
Everything is ready to go.
That include the latest news and rumors, along with interviews with the biggest names in sports and entertainment. This is AC's Conversations with your host, News 8 Sports Director.
The man is the real deal.
Let's go to work, fellas.
Anthony Calhoun.
Kevin, great to see you as always, my man. I'm enjoying these Mondays. Here we are, another victory Monday for your Indianapolis Colts. We've got a lot to get to. So let's start first here, though, just the significance of this win. How big of a win was it for the Hoosiers?
I mean, huge. AC, how many times have we talked about a 2-1 Colts team in the last 10 or 12 years? The slow starts have kind of been the norm. So 2-1, 2 road wins. And if you look at the schedule, I don't think it was a schedule littered with great quarterbacks. Yesterday, you played an MVP quarterback. You went into their building with your backup quarterback and got a win. When you add all that up, a 2-1 start, it's hard to complain. Yeah, and you got a new coach in Shane Steichen. We'll talk more about him here tonight. But I want to look at, just as far as you say, 2-1 on the season. Chris Ballard, some moves he's made, been good. Some moves you question, but there's one that I know he is saying to himself, like, all right, feel good about it. And that's that kicker we saw yesterday, and Matt Gay. Went out, paid this guy some serious money, and he got the job done there on the football field from yesterday. 4 field goals he made yesterday in Baltimore against the Ravens. And from what you saw from his performance on the football field, what impressed you? I mean, AC, 4 makes of north of 53 yards outdoors. I mean, look at the weather. It's not ideal weather in Baltimore. And how about the timeliness of these makes? We're talking a 1-possession game, second half, third quarter, fourth quarter, the one late in regulation, the one in overtime, obviously, to win it. And he is giving the Colts something they didn't have in recent years. And that is not only a reliable kicker, but it's one that can make kicks of this distance. And he did it yesterday, AC, against arguably the best kicker in NFL history on the other sideline. So, you know, that matters more, facing Justin Tucker as well.
Yeah, and who would have thought that? I mean, Tucker had a chance to win the game for Baltimore, comes up short. And then Matt Gay, the highest paid field goal kicker in the NFL, and he gets it done, delivers for the Colts yesterday against Baltimore. All right, so here we are with the Colts down 2-1 on the season. And right now, folks, believe it or not, week 3, and this football team sole possession of first place. How did that happen? What's up with that?
You know, when we talked 2 weeks ago, AC, before that Houston game, we were talking about a Colts team that had won 1 of their last 8 divisional games. You go down there in Houston, you take care of business. What does Houston do yesterday? They go to Jacksonville, win by 20. So right now, as you said, the only team at 2-1 in the AFC South is the Colts. The rest of the division is at 1-2. You're going to have some big divisional games coming up here in a few weeks. But again, to be late September, 2-1, atop the AFC South, we are used to that in a way, but not in the last 5 to 10 years with this franchise. Important for Shane Steichen. Get those results. Send a message to your locker room that, guys, this is a new era. This is a new culture here.
Yeah, you speak of Shane Steichen. I'm going to get your thoughts on just what he's been able to do to this football team. This team, very well, folks, could be 3-0 on the season. I mean, that Jacksonville game, some folks are saying, hey, look, he made some interesting certain calls here a certain way. This football team could be undefeated on the year. But give me your thoughts on him. How you think about the job he's doing?
AC, a couple things stand out. First off, some accountability. He's benched some guys early in the season that I thought deserved to be benched. We might not have seen that in previous regimes. And then 2, yesterday in game, I thought he outmanaged John Harbaugh. Wow. John Harbaugh, Baltimore's head coach, is known for that. He's a CEO. He's a longtime head coach. I thought Shane Steichen's team was the better coach team in the elements. For the Dome team to go outdoors and look like that, I think it's a big credit to Shane Steichen and that new staff.
All right, before we wrap things up, next up they got the Rams. How important is it for this football team to take it one game at a time? But there's a big opportunity here for this team to kind of get out front.
Yeah, and we'll see about Anthony Richardson getting back to practice this week. The Rams play tonight, so it's a short week coming up for the Rams. They've got to travel from Cincinnati back home to L.A. and then back to Indianapolis on Sunday. That's an advantage, but I'll be curious just what we see with Anthony Richardson. And, of course, this could be the final game without Jonathan Taylor until his return could happen next week.
It could be 3-1, and Jonathan Taylor coming back to the team. That's Kevin Bowen. He's with us every Monday here, right here on WISH-TV at 5 o'clock. Of course, check him out with all more on WISH-TV.com as well.
Discover more at WISH-TV.com and when you follow WISH-TV on Facebook. Plus, be sure to follow and subscribe to the AC's Conversations podcast and others on the All Indiana Podcast Network. Connect now at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.